reptiles into the water. Let's go. It's going to be pretty shallow as we come through here. We have to try and find the deep gully as we leave the beach. But we're at White Sands. It's interesting because last week when I was here, the water was crystal clear. You could see the bottom for miles. Today it's really grey, but over the week the conditions have been not massively bumpy. There's not been any huge kind of chop or anything. The wind direction has obviously dirtied up the water, which is great for shore fishing. Let's see how we get on. I'm trying a new camera angle on the front today. I don't know if I'm going to like it, but we'll see. We'll try it for a bit, and we'll try it for today, and if it's rubbish, we'll not do it again. The only way we can improve is by trying new things. So let's see how we get on. You can see the lifeboat front and centre. They normally train on a Sunday, so it's probably just training, but you never know. Could be a shout. Could be a shout. So we're out today, White Sands again. It's a few trips from White Sands now this year. Last video I called it the second fish of 2022, which is a total lie. It was the second and third fish, or third and fourth fish, I don't know how many fish, of 2023. I just no clue what year it was. Still don't have a clue. We're in 2023. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Written it wrong 1,000 times already. But yeah, so we're here, we're out. We're gonna go for some more cod today. I've got some new lures from Savage Gear. No, I haven't. I've got some new lures from Sidewinder Lures, some more of their Norse God jigs that I'm really looking forward to getting out and playing with. So we'll get out to the reef and we'll have a look at what we can catch with those. Really looking forward to it. They're good lures. I've got the Heim, which is the new one. Well, I don't know if it's new. Certainly it wasn't available last time I tried to buy it. And I've got some lighter versions because I found that in the kayak with the drift, the 200 is just too heavy. On the boat it's fine. With the kayak it's just a little bit too much. So I'm going to use, hopefully the wind's not too loud, I'm going to use the 150, 180 gram lures. I've also got a 120 in there. We'll just see how we go. I'm waiting for the lifeboat to come scooting past, and then I'm going to carry on paddling. I just don't want to get caught up in its wake. In fact, you know what? Let's try one of the new lures. Heim 120, let's try that. That's the only problem with this. I've overfilled my front pouch, and it did require me to put all my weight on it to close it. Heim 120, so it doesn't hold, it doesn't have a lot of hang time, which the Loki does, but it flutters more than the Loki. Let's try it. We know that the Loki was the one we used last week, and that was like killer. We got a big cod on that 2 weeks ago. It looks like there's another kayaker or surfer or someone in front of me. I can't see who it is though from here. Can't work out if it's a buoy or a boat. It's just a little bit too far away for me to see. So the Heim, that's what we're going to try now. Just fold that up, put that in there, make sure it's not going to go in the sea. It's got a big indent here. We'll see how we get on with it. Let's try it out. Okay, so the whole point of doing this was I could fish off this side and you could see maybe more of what I was doing fishing wise. Who knows if that's going to work or not. Okay, so it feels a bit weird. Don't mind how it feels just now. The only problem is the drift's taking it under my boat. So me saying all of that about how I was going to have the camera there so you could see more is a total lie, so you're going to see less. Lol. Right, I'll need to reposition myself. I want to watch this boat though, so I'll not be repositioning myself right now. Maybe 120 is a little bit light today. Wanted a good mix of weights. This is a 120 I've got on just now. It seems okay. See if we can find the bottom. The bottom there? Yeah, that's the bottom there. Let's just see how we go. We're not quite drifting over where I want to go. What I'm going to do is, once he's reshot his pots, I'm gonna move up the way so that when he picks up these pots, I'm in line with him. So the whole point of this camera is now null and void. I don't feel I've got the same feel of this lure as I did with the low-key, but again, I'm fishing diagonally. I'm not fishing up and down at the moment, just because of the nature of the current and the swell and the drift. So I will need to move a little bit. I honestly thought they were going for that flag, but I don't think they are. Okay, it looks like they're not hauling, so let's have a drop. We're on a bit of change here. But do you know what? I'm just going to have a drop with the feathers, just to see if I can pick up something with the feathers just now. We look like we're at these guys' way. Keen-eyed amongst you will notice I have a new reel. Got it in the last couple of videos. Basically what happened was I snapped the gear on the other one, forcing it through a snag and a tip wrap. Had a tip wrap and a snag. Could have snapped the rod, thankfully didn't. So I just forced the old reel through the snag, and then the price of those reels has gone up. They were 30 quid each, and they're now 80 quid each. I think because people have realised that they're actually semi-decent reels. So this is a 25 quid Angry Fish Amazon special, just to tide me over until I get round to buying a pen slammer or a pen, probably a pen slammer 4. I'll just wait and save up for one, and then I'll need to just leash it to the kayak, because I don't like the idea of losing it. So today we're definitely on the just seeing how we go. I don't know what's going on with that boat. Has he turned? No, it looks like he's away. Okay, well, we can paddle back to where we were going to fish then, or we could just have a drift here. I don't know what to do. I definitely need to bring my pedals forwards though. I've been saying that for the last like 4 videos. Next week, this week on Wednesday, I'm getting a high loader system for the van. Thursday this week. Thursday? Wednesday. Thursday. 16th. High loader system for the van, which is going to make my life just so much better. I'm really looking forward to having it. It's going to be a good purchase, I hope. We'll find out when I get it. I certainly heard a lot of good reviews. But that means one of 2 things. One, it means more morning paddles before work as the light gets better. And the other thing that means is I'll probably unload my kayak more often. I'm not very good at unloading my kayak off the roof if I'm using it day to day. So this one's still got scales in it from 2 weeks ago. So I can get it off and I can hose it out and stuff. You should always hose off your gear. And I'm just bad for not taking the kayak off. Sometimes I'll hose it while it's on the roof, but right, let's see which way we're drifting now. I think our drift has changed again. Oh no, Do you know what? If we stay on this drift, we might actually drift back over that good structure. I just don't know if it'll be close enough, or if we'll maybe have to paddle. It might take us a few minutes to get there then. I don't know if I could just leave these out and just mess about with the jigging rod. Right, time to head in. We're not far from the beach, about 100 meters, 200 meters from the beach. 100 meters? 200 meters. And we're going to start heading in. I'm going to have one more little drop on the way in because the wind seems to have settled down. I've decided that the wind is just the gusts that were forecast because it is settling off. I think what happened was I got myself around a headland and it was scooping across the headland. So I'm gonna have one more drip in this little kelpie area here. One more drop. We're in pretty shallow water. 8 meters in comparison to the sort of 16. There's a seal somewhere. Not entirely sure where. And the wind's gusting again. Maybe we'll not. Oh man, there's still pots in front of us here. Wow. These pots are close in. I am surprised to see a set of pots this close in. I don't know. I may just paddle in. Confidence is shot. I can definitely say that now. Confidence is totally gone. Just bumpiness totally threw me off. How much the wind's chopped up the sea. I can see my safe entry point, which is good. So I know where I'm going to get back onto the beach. I can see my line in. I have to be careful because I think the beach is pretty shallow because it's low tide. It's only a 1.4 meter low tide though, so it's not low. But there may be a risk that I grind out a little bit on the way in. Fairly big swell to my left. Swell on my right, which has settled down. Probably just because of the nature of the sort of tides dropped far enough that the reef break it was hitting. Oh no, it's still there. It's just further away. It's just further out than it was. Okay, let's have one more drop and then we'll go in. Last drop. We're going to use the feathers rather than the jigging rod. Oh, no idea what's going on there. That's right, there is a big stone. See the rock. Stay the right side of the rock. We want to put it right at the beach. I think no fish today. Hey ho. Well no, that's the thing, isn't it? Right, I'm gonna look at moving these pedals. And yeah, I'll just see how I get on. Right, I moved them up one click. Let's try one click and see what happens. Oh no, Nick! A big swell and I'm just sitting sideways. It's okay, I didn't actually get knocked into the water or anything. It just hit me on the side of the boat when I'm fiddling with my pedals. Right, that's the one click further forwards. Let's try that. So I'm just walking up the beach with the kayak. I just spotted this in the sand. Oh. It's all, someone's line all tangled. Let's see if we can get it untangled so that we can get it away. Just to know what's line and what's weed. I don't know if there's any hooks in here, that's the only problem. I think stabbing myself with a rusty hook seems like a bad idea. Oh dear. It's a decent braid, this. It's pretty solid. Doesn't look like there's any hooks. Looks like it's just line. I hate sand. Do you know, sand is minging. I got 9% on this battery left, so this battery might die. My cool camera setup just died. And I'm more sandy, so I can't change the battery, so hopefully you can still hear me. That's one bit clear. I found the hook was down here somewhere. Yeah, look, it's like a sabiki rig, I think. Certainly not one of mine. Hang on. First I'm going to do this. Still let you guys see it. You can probably see from there. So, I've got the rest of the line is in here. It's in a better position. God, there's a lot of line here. Look at all this. That's not even the bulk of it. It's not even where the hooks are. I think that's actually got most of the weed out. We'll just call that a day there, I think. We'll just roll the rest of that up. Now, what's going on in here? And this is just the last of it. This is where the hooks are, so I've got to be careful. I've definitely seen one hook. I think I'm just going to bin all this. I'm not going to get that clear. But there's the line. Looks like a sabiki rig or a flapper. 2-hook flapper. Alright, well, I'm just going to take all the rest of that home. My kayak's now covered in sand. I'm now covered in sand. But good deed done. There's a spaniel going absolutely mental. Don't know if it'll come across on the GoPro. Anyway, the important thing is that that's off the beach.